Hey guys, welcome back to LRM Leasing. My name is Steve. We want to talk about hooking up your tractor to the trailer. There's a few things I want to go over, like the connection, and probably also help you out with some diagnostics when you hook up to a trailer and then obviously now something's going on with your truck. So let's start out with some of the simple things by the connections from your tractor. So what we want to do is we want to look at your glad hands. You're going to have two of them. Some of them are going to be colored red and blue, or some of them will be just marked as so where no markings on it. Now, if you want to know which one to hook up, you can always step on, release the brake up front and see which one is allowing air to go out. And that one right there would be your emergency one. And then the other one, when you step on the pedal, would be for your service. So when you look at your glad hand, you want to look for any kind of damage, any wear, the seal, like for instance, this one here, you can see where it's quite a bit of cracking and wear. You want to make sure you get those replaced so you have a good connection between your tractor and the trailer so you're not having any air leaks. And you would do that for both. The next thing is your electrical cord. Sometimes move it around, wiggle, make sure these pins, believe it or not, over time will wear. So when you plug it into the trailer, wiggle it around. If you start wiggling and you see the lights flickering, you can replace just the end and don't have to replace the whole cord. So that would save you money just by doing something simple as that. Now this is what's gonna get most of the wear because you plug it into your trailer quite a bit. Where on the tractor side, it stays put. Now the other thing you guys need to look for is the hanger. This one has two, some of them may have one. You want to make sure it's properly hung up and not laying on the back of the catwalk or allow it to drag, where I've actually seen where the drive line grabs a hold of it and yanks it out. And that's going to cause a big issue for one, electrical, two, you're going to cause damage to your tractor and to your drive line. So just always be mindful that the lines are nice and hung up and that you have plenty of spring for it to tension out. So once we get everything hooked up to the trailer and you release the air, do your walk around the trailer. Make sure everything's getting released. Make sure you don't hear any air leaks. And then sometimes if you hear an air leak coming from the dash and you don't hear anything outside, you may have a problem with the trailer just because that you didn't have a problem with the prior trailer. And I also want to talk about that as well. When you hook up to a trailer, a lot of you guys are going to be going to different trailers. You know, you don't completely own them, but you're going to go from one trailer to the next. Each one's going to have different conditions. So always make sure you check everything out. The tires, make sure there's no air leaks, check the walking beam, that would be your suspension. Any air lines, the belly lines that are too low, maybe they're scraping across the ground, which will cause issues for you on the road. So just make sure you do your walk around the trailer as well. Lights and so forth. If anything looks questionable, make sure you tell your dispatch or get it into the shop as quickly as possible. Now, if you don't do this and you just hook up to the trailer and you get driving and you start noticing that there's a shake that you didn't have before and the truck drove fine when you got there and now you have a shake, just remember that now we caused a problem. Let's start looking at the trailer. That could be literally your alignment issue. You can have an out around tire. You could have where the walking beam might be just shifted a little bit, which will go back to an alignment. Just make sure you guys take a look at everything of the trailer and as well as your brakes, because I've seen hundreds of them where the brakes were barely passing DOT. So just make sure you do your walk around on the trailer. All right, guys, if you have any questions, don't forget to leave me a comment at the bottom. If you liked anything you saw today, please hit the like button and please don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys at the next video.